are you? Hello and welcome back to the channel, to another episode of figures that you likely forgot about. And today we want to look at another diva in the series. In this case it's this lady right in front of me, WWE diva Kaitlyn. Now about Kaitlyn. Former WWE superstar, had her first run with WWE from 2010 to 2014, was part of NXT and then SmackDown. She held the WWE Divas Championship for a little while, and then we saw her again for a short period in 2018 to 2019. But overall, somewhat short-lived, but in the time that she had, really cool character, had some cool matches, had some cool appearances, and today we want to look at her figure. Before we look at this figure, we want to look at Kaitlyn's first figure really quick. She was part of 2014's Basic Series 36. The figure overall very similar to the one we're looking at here, just the outfit very slightly different in color. She had a black top versus the brown that we're gonna look at here. Now why is the figure so similar? Because this figure here is from her best of 2013 series. Back then, and just sometimes nowadays, they give us a best of series, something that came from the last year. Nowadays we obviously know that a little more as the top picks. Back then, the best of series. Now as for the figure itself, so back then the basic articulation, much more details as we have nowadays. So we have the upper body articulation, of course, we have the the shoulder articulation, the upper arm articulation, single joint elbows. Didn't have the double joint elbows back then yet. We have the hands, of course not interchangeable as we nowadays see with the Elite, so a little more limited in their variety ability back then. Then, well, of course, upper to body, upper to lower body, the hips, really nice articulation there. Basically it's an elite articulation. So we have the upper leg articulation, we have the knees, which are single joint knees, and then the boot articulation, including the leg articulation right here. So really cool to see that. As for the figure itself, really cool figure. I think the head scan really resembles Kaitlyn really well. Really nice what they did in the paint with the blonde hair and the black highlights there. As for the outfit, really nice mold of that upper body, that kind of leather kind of look. Really nice done. The basic figure that she had in that year was basically the same outfit. It was just black instead of brown, but did a really nice job there. The pants is a mold they probably used a couple times before. What is really nice in this figure that the belt is actually molded instead of just painted, so that gives it a little extra to this figure. Other than that, it's black pants all the way down, it's black boots, so not a lot of paint on this figure. So paint-wise, this is a really nice and very simple figure. But Kaitlyn, best of 2013. Now, for those of you trying to, collect as many of those figures as possible, probably a little hard to, to catch her down, hunt her down nowadays, but definitely really nice appearance in the figure line. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave me a like and make sure to follow the channel so you don't miss the next episode of figures that you likely forgot about.